Hello friends, this is Normal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to compare two mid-range phones, the Nubia Z11 Mini S with the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4. So these two devices are priced below the 20k pricing in India, and they come with a lot of specs which are similar, including the Snapdragon 625 chipset. Now in this video we'll compare various aspects of these two phones and see which is the better device to buy and which is the more affordable variant out of these two devices. So without any further delay, let's get started, and first up, let's see the design and build quality. So design wise, you can see that both are premium looking finished devices, especially the Redmi Note 4 with the black variant looking really gorgeous, and the Nubia Z11 Mini is not far behind with a really great fit and finish and quality. Also the Nubia Z11 Mini S is a device which is pretty compact at 5.2 inches in screen size when compared to the 5.5 inches screen size on the Redmi Note 4. So without doubt, the usability aspect, the Nubia Z11 Mini S is definitely the better device, but premium build quality is available on both the devices, and both the device look really good. Now both the rear panels are matte finish, and if you look at the hardware aspects, you can see the power and volume keys on the right side, the SIM tray on the left side, bottom houses the C-type port on the Nubia Z11 Mini S, while it's a micro USB 2.0 port on the Redmi Note 4, and the speaker is also located at the bottom panel. And here we have an IR blaster on the Redmi Note 4, and also 3.5mm audio jack at the top on both the phones. Now looking at the front panel, we have a 5.2 inch display versus a 5.5 inch on the Redmi Note 4, and we have 3 capacitive touch buttons on both the phones. Both are backlit, and on the Nubia Z11 Mini S we have a home button which is circular in shape, and the back and multitasking button can be customized, so that is another option, while on the Redmi Note 4 that is not available. Additionally, you can also see there is a red covering around the camera, which also adds to the premium look of this device. So in the design and build quality, we would say both are premium looking devices out there, but if you want a pretty compact device, definitely the Nubia Z11 Mini S is a better choice because it's a smaller screen size and pretty compact in hand as well. Now let's talk about the display. So as I said before, the display size is different on these two devices. We have the 5.2 inch Full HD display on the Nubia Z11 Mini S, while it's a 5.5 inch Full HD display on the Redmi Note 4. Now both the devices have 2.5D curved glass, and additionally the Nubia Z11 Mini S provides Corning Gorilla Glass protection, so that's an added feature and advantage when compared to the Redmi Note 4. The Redmi Note 4 display also looks really good. The color quality, sharpness levels, and overall clarity of both these devices are pretty good. But having said that, we would say the Nubia Z11 Mini S has a slight edge for two reasons. One is the higher pixels per inch because of the smaller display, and also the Corning Gorilla Glass protection offered on this device. So that was the display aspect. Now let's talk about the software and the performance. So we have both these devices running Android 6.0 Marshmallow, but they have custom UIs, and both are quite similar in terms of the UI because both have multiple home screens devoid of an app driver. So but we'll first talk about the Nubia Z11 Mini S. So it has the Nubia UI 4.0, and you can see that it is a custom UI. You can see the custom quick toggles area which is customizable. There are some lot of additional options included in the settings. You can see edge gestures are supported. We also have a video on tips and tricks of the Nubia UI 4.0 where we have mentioned these edge gestures. There is also additional features included like touch gestures, smart sensing, dual instance is also supported, dual WhatsApp, dual Facebook can be used, and super screenshot is another useful option. So if you just press and hold this the fingerprint scanner, it brings in the super screenshot where you have long screenshot, free snapshot, and screen recording is also included. So the UI is definitely feature rich and comes with a lot of additional features and tools, but there is no option for customization with respect to themes, so that is missing on this device. But probably there is one really good UI in terms of the features being offered. Now let's talk about the Redmi Note 4. So the Redmi Note 4 comes with MIUI 8. So MIUI 8 is really popular UI, and if you have used the Xiaomi device, you might be knowing it's a really customized UI. We have this custom notification center and quick toggles. You also have this additional options like theme support. We can additionally download a lot of themes, wallpapers, icons, and all those stuffs can be downloaded. And we also have a custom settings panel where we have additional features like a second space where you can run a completely completely different space on this device. There is also light mode, child mode, and dual app support. So these are some additional features available on this UI. So definitely the MIUI 8 offers slightly more features when compared to the Nubia UI, and our personal choice would be the MIUI 8 because it offers additional customization options. Now talking about the performance, so both these devices are powered by the Snapdragon 625 octa-core chipset, which is clocked at 2 GHz, and both the phones have 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage. So we are using the 4 GB RAM and 64 GB storage variant of the Redmi Note 4. And in terms of the performance, both these devices offer really good performance in day-to-day experience. There was hardly any issues on either of these devices, and all the tasks it was put to, both the devices performed really well. Now talking about the gaming experience, both are pretty good gaming devices, but then we would give it to the Redmi Note 4 because it's a bigger display, and bigger display means gaming would slightly be better than a smaller display on the Nubia Z11 Mini S. Now additionally, both these devices come with dual SIM cards and 4G LTE support, and we have 64 GB storage available on these devices. So that was the performance aspect. Now let's talk about the fingerprint scanner. Now we can see that fingerprint scanner is located on the rear panel on both the devices, and the fingerprint scanner is definitely responsive on both the phones, and we had hardly had any issues with the fingerprint scanner unlocking the device. So we can also use the fingerprint scanner for different purpose in both these devices. Now let's talk about the camera. So this is one area where the Nubia Z11 Mini S excels because it has a 23 megapixel shooter when compared to the 13 megapixel shooter on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4, and on the front camera we have a 13 megapixel on the Z11 Mini S, while it's a 5 megapixel shooter on the Redmi Note 4. Now let's open the camera interface and have a quick look at the camera interface, and you can see that both are pretty good in terms of the features being offered. Both of a pro mode, additional features, tools and modes are included, along with the filters are supported. So both are pretty performing camera when it comes to interface. Now let's talk about the camera samples which we have taken between these two devices, and this is one area where the Nubia Z11 Mini S performed really well. The 23 megapixel shooter on the Nubia Z11 Mini S outperforms the Redmi Note 4 in almost all conditions, and the Z11 Mini S has really great low light experience. That's one of the specialities of the Z11 Mini S, and overall both in the front facing camera as well as rear camera, our choice would be the Nubia Z11 Mini S, with which performs really well when compared to the Redmi Note 4. So camera, without doubt, the Nubia Z11 Mini S wins when compared to the Redmi Note 4. Now finally talking about the battery. So we have a 3000 mAh battery on the Nubia Z11 Mini S, while it's a 4100 mAh battery on the Redmi Note 4. Now both are Snapdragon 625 powered, so they are really efficient and produces really good battery life. And the Nubia Z11 Mini S definitely gets you almost 1.5 days of battery life. It's a really good performer when we test it. But in this segment, we would say the Redmi Note 4 with the 4100 mAh battery outperforms the Nubia Z11 Mini S in terms of the overall battery performance, because it has a better capacity, considering that both are having the same Snapdragon 625 chipset. So now we have talked about almost all aspects about these two phones. So which is the better device to buy? Now this all depends upon the pricing. So we are not really sure about the Nubia Z11 Mini S pricing, but we expect it to be below the 20k pricing, and our expectation is around 16 to 17k pricing, but we are not really sure on that. But definitely it will not be cheaper than the Redmi Note 4. That's 13k pricing for the 4GB RAM and 64GB storage variant. That's our guess. So if you're looking for a value for money and budget offering, then definitely the Redmi Note 4 is a better choice, because it has really good software and high capacity battery with a premium finishing. But if you're looking for a compact device and camera is your priority, then and you also want a premium look, then without doubt the Nubia Z11 Mini S is a better choice, because the camera is one of the really good highlight of this device. And without doubt, if you're looking for camera, then go for the Nubia Z11 Mini S. So that was the detailed comparison of these two phones, and hope you have considered all the aspects about these two phones, and hope you like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and also hit the red subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.